Welcome in to this week's episode of Unrolled Stories, a D&D campaign set in the world of Elvoria. We are back with these wonderful humans to roll some dice, attempt some questionable accents, and hopefully tell a decent story. At the top, we're going to whistle through the various announcements. Wondrous Environments has, at the point this episode goes out, 5 days left on the Kickstarter. So if you haven't gone and supported the Kickstarter yet, go check it out. Grab yourself some wonderful environments to use in Daggerheart or any TTRPG out there that interests you. It has already funded, so you're guaranteed to get something. And we're working our way towards our final stretch goal. So maybe you can help us knock over the edge. Also, What's My Motivation from Runic Press went live earlier this week. So if you want tips, advice, and kind of an instruction manual on how to construct your own world for your own TTRPG games, or if you're just writing a novel or anything of that kind, go and check out What's My Motivation. There'll be a link in the description below to take you over to the Kickstarter and back that project. And you can also pick up it's not What's My Motivation. I've said that whole thing wrong. It's What's My Foundation. You're never going to find it. What's My Foundation Kickstarter. Go follow that in the description below. And while you're there, you can also pick up What's My Motivation, the original character creation book, at the same time. Don't worry, this isn't sponsored. I can't get in trouble with sponsors.
Go to description, click all links, and back them with money.
See, that's how you do a call to action. If you're looking for new dice, or perhaps a new dice tray for your next game of D&D, Daggerheart, or Catan. Catan uses dice, right, Chris? Go check out Dakota Irish, where you can grab beautiful dice for yourself or beautiful wooden tabletop accessories to roll those dice in. You can get 10% off at checkout. Andrew is wonderfully demonstrating some beautiful dice that you can get. You can get 10% off at checkout with code TheWelshDM or by using the link in the description below. As a reminder, you can listen to episodes of Unrolled Stories as a podcast, which goes out the Wednesday after the episode airs on YouTube for all of your commuting, treadmill, washing up needs. So do go listen to those, and if you do give it a listen, why not review or share it with some other people so other people can listen to the show as well. In this game, we do make use of the Reimagined Classes available on the DM's Guild as a bundle. If you haven't picked them up by now, you're probably not going to buy them anymore, but do go buy them. They're better. And allows you to be Balrick, Lesley, Ximori, or Aderyn at your own tables, and they're more fun. As these four will testify. And as always, all NPC art and the beautiful character art you can see on screen was provided by Aderyn and Giolini via their Art Venturing Guild. You can go check them out on Patreon and support them there. Chibi battle map art, if used, was done by WeTheDreamingDesigns, so you go check them out. And we still need to get one for Arquen, something we'll do at one point, I'm sure. Definitely go check out those artists if you can, and remember to support real artists, not AI. With all of that out of the way, I think it's time to continue telling our story. Previously, you guys had a little bit of downtime in the capital city of the Jade Empire, Andemon, with a back order of a few magic items that was going to take about a week to complete. You kind of had some time in and around the city to undertake some various other projects. Tauri undertook some further research into the runecraft that she is aware of. One of you went on a date with a hot priest. I just realised you just recreated an entire episode of Fleabag down to talking to people who weren't there, probably with the voices in your head. Anyway. But the primary thing that actually happened was a bunch of you went down to the docks and punched some people in the face for money. That's a decent summary. And following that were offered a chance to take part in a prize fight at the end of the week, where details would be forthcoming. You were made conspicuously aware that it would be run by the chain. Ximori willing to risk that for the promised money that comes with it, shall we say, and confident that it would only be a one-time thing. I don't think...
One night only.
Just lost Bryn's camera, but he is still on screen, so weird. But we will pick up with the continued downtime as we move through this week. Fight night is at the end of the week and will probably constitute the end of the downtime period. So in the meantime, is there anything else anyone would like to be doing in the days in between? Balrick, Lesley and Tauri specifically haven't had any kind of major thing. If there's anything you want to do.
Aderyn would like to speak to one of her besties, and mentor, the hag.
God damn, the one thing I didn't prep for.
We're gonna send a message, because she can do that, telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
What was the limit again? Was it like 30 words?
It's 25 words.
25! I can do that. Okay. Where's my pencil? She's gonna say, "Hi, hag," because it's polite to say hi, you know. Aderyn here. Long time, no see. Quick question. What do you know of crystals that are purple and they therefore have magic?
Sure.
Can XOXO be one word?
You ran out of words with magic.
It's implied.
Doesn't count "mwah" as the word.
There's a momentary pause, and then you just get the voice coming back. Hello, dearie. Indeed, we should meet again and talk. Crystals. I know some, but I am otherwise occupied. Come visit. And that's what you get back.
Okay. For Aderyn's thought process, how far away is the hag?
Like
It's like a month.
2-3 weeks travel.
Got it. She'll
You should keep on with this. You might be able to get written into the
keep
will.
that in her. Well, yeah, I'm inheriting the hut, clearly. And the dolls. Anyways, yeah, Aderyn will be like...
Stealing.
To
Okay.
Aderyn, my creepy doll collection.
Yes!
That's what I always wanted.
Can I just for posterity's check? You said purple crystals. Are you chasing dragon on that, or the crystal that you picked up at the Vashar camp,
The crystal that I picked up.
which is more green in color than purple? But
We'll retcon that to
we can
green.
retcon that. That's fine. I just wanted to double check.
Let's get
Double check the
a
context.
clean copy of Aderyn saying green.
Sorry.
It's fine.
She'll message back being like, "Yes, I meant green."
Done.
Do you have any experience with green crystals?
Any experience with green crystals?
Anyone else have anything they want to do in this downtime? Chris?
I'd like to borrow some money from the Bank of Balrick and get myself a temporary shield.
Did you pay me off completely, by the way?
God no, I paid you 4 gold.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm going to say you've got 619 still.
I started with a silver and then worked my way up to 4 gold. Like, woof.
Do you want to borrow that 4 gold again?
If that's what it takes to buy this shield, then yeah.
I
How
don't
much
think
is shield?
shields are 4 gold. I am just checking though.
I think it says
10 gold.
10 gold. All right.
Add another 10 to the...
629. By far my biggest client.
Biggest client you've ever had, or biggest client you've currently got?
The biggest client physically.
Surely that counts for a discount or something.
Oh yeah, I'm the VIP client.
Only if you have to start harvesting organs.
So the reason that I can afford to loan out money is because of Aderyn, so...
Aderyn's got an Amex Black card.
Oh yeah.
Aderyn's got a grant in the Bank of Balrick, so I can lend out Aderyn's money to other people.
Plus interest, right? I'm getting interest.
No, he's getting interest.
This might be a segue you don't want me to go down, but can I find an armorer and say, listen, I'm in the prize fight at the end of the week. If you give me a bit of a discount, you can have your
I have no idea what prize fight you're talking about, mate, and I'm currently speedrunning commissions for the army.
Listen, you have your... I'll even let you... I'll get a tattoo of your logo.
I have no idea who you are and whether that would do any beneficial for my business.
I am the Bronze Knight. I won. I won a match against a man that is more... He looked half ox. And I made him say uncle. I didn't, but I could have. Look.
Do you want the shield or not?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yes, please.
Pity discount?
Be glad I'm not making it 12.
I walk out. I sort of walk out a bit. She was be glad I'm not hammering you into the floor like a 10 peg.
Because violence solves every business transaction. Anyone else?
I have 2 things that I would like to buy.
To buy? Yeah, sure.
Yes. Really nice and easy. A little piccolo flute-sized instrument.
Easy enough.
One that could be awfully strapped to a thigh, perhaps, or hidden away.
Or possibly doing a... is it news anchor? The pulling the flute out of the sleeve trick. I can't remember the name of the film.
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Right.
Thank you.
I thought you were just talking about something that news anchors
I was just like, what BBC news broadcast did you watch?
I mean,
And in other news...
That would make more people watch than just randomly pulling instruments out of sleeves.
Thousands died today.
I'm really tempted to create a magic item that is like the transition flute, and it's the and it's like the world spins and you end up in a different place.
Time lapse flute.
You can cast Dimension Door, but you have to make a Constitution save for being dizzy at the end.
It's the somatic and verbal component for casting like Mordecai's Magnificent Mansions, like to the Batcave.
What will happen is it's a cursed flute. If you play the precise right thing, you end up dimension dooring without meaning to, but you don't know where you're going.
Into a
You're
cave
now
full of
plane
bats.
shifted.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Why are there so many bats here?
Anyway, a flute is 2 gold.
Cool.
Musical instruments are a big cultural thing, so more than easy to find, not a problem. You get one of any design.
And I would... Cool. And also a pair of bracers.
Just a set of bracers.
Yep. Nice, easy ones. Nothing special because they probably don't help me normally.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, it's probably going to cost you a couple of gold. Again, just because right now, as you all witnessed, or some of you are witness to, they are sending 2 out of 3 of the regiments that are permanently stationed in the capital north, and so are making sure they are equipped. So there's a bit of a rush job on all of the blacksmiths currently. But bracers, like, there's an element of like, we've got some lying around and we can retrofit them for you. So yeah, another couple of gold for those bracers, and you're fine. Cool.
Are they like special, like Praetorian regiments or anything like that, or are they just, they're not like this one's stationed here at the moment. In 6 months, it'll be rotated out for another regiment, or like
Generally, so there are a few that are specifically traditionally based in certain locations. Like the army hasn't had a reason to exist for a few decades, so have kind of become like stationed in cities. There is obviously the Jade Cloaks, who are like the guards of the Imperial family. But other than that, there are like elite units, yes, but
Cool.
Wonderful.
Anyone?
That's all I had.
Shopping, please.
Keep going shopping. Wonderful. Where are we going?
I'd like to first top up my supply of greasy self insect repellent.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check, because you bought that in a swamp town.
Investigation brings me to... Oh, you're gonna like this. It's a 12.
12. You spend a fair chunk of the day wandering around trying to find this stuff, and it doesn't look like it's on offer. It seems to be that it was a concoction made in Narray for Narray's purposes. There is all manner of like sunscreen and like moisturizer for dealing with like salt.
I am very pale.
Because there's salt mines and everything that really dries out skin.
I found sunscreen and insect repellent. If you kind of just...
So you can get kind of like good, decent moisturizer and sunscreen, but the insect repellent side is not so much.
I would like some decent moisturizer and sunscreen because I am very pale and I've been in the sun a lot.
Five copper for a few doses of that.
And I would also like to top up my disguise kit, my makeup bag with like more like face paints and
a couple of wigs,
hair dyes, and
Yeah, you go to the neighborhood clown shop, and are able to top up your disguise kit perfectly, kind of fine. There are some like questions of like a particular entertainer of any kind, or what?
I am an incredible tumbler.
Oh, that's exciting. Anything that I've seen you in before, or?
Probably not. I'm quite sort of low brow.
Well, hopefully
he's on the kids shows market, like on the that circuit at the moment. He's great if you give.
I'm not even on that.
Well, hopefully it picks up for you. We've got wonderful high quality things that I'm sure are going to do you wonders.
Thank you.
We've got wigs over here, we've got hair dye, we've got face paint. We've even got a brand new thing that can kind of just like change the colour of your eyes. Apparently it's really irritable though, so only if it's absolutely necessary.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'll give that a try.
Well, for everything you want to stock up, 2 silver is everything that you need there.
Thank you very much.
You now have bad contact lenses.
Like, it does what I want, and it causes me pain. Amazing.
Oh yeah. The other thing I'd like to buy is I would like, seeing that like Tauri has a penchant for really trying to make metal hot frequently. I'd like to buy a series of sort of
oven gloves,
like metal hooks, basically. Just like sort of like basically like hooked bits of metal I can just sort of slam into someone.
Okay, so
that can then be heated.
You're essentially trying to buy meat hooks.
That's horrifying.
Sure. Are you hoping to be able to throw these or stab someone with these?
More a stabbing thing, I think.
More a stabbing thing.
Actually, I will pick up some javelins if they're around as well, just for that thrown aspect.
I fight with a longsword. I fight with a longbow. It's like I fight with meat hooks.
I've got a meat hook and a hatchet. Let's go.
Tomorrow's going to be walking through town with a bundle of javelins and meat hooks.
I'm doing extreme butchery.
Do you want to get some plastic like sheeting while you're at it?
Javelin's perfectly fine for you to pick up. In terms of meat hooks, you have to kind of wander around a little bit to like find someone who's like willing to make them at this time. Again, you guys are all commissioning a lot of like metal work at a time where every metal worker is busy. But for let's call it a silver per hook for the crunch time to make these hooks, and they'll function as like improvised weapons.
I'll buy 6 meat hooks just to go with my 6 hand axes and my 6 javelins.
They hang from your belt when not in use.
No, they're
jangle.
pierced into the skin.
Naturally.
Don't need pockets. I got this.
I got me.
You need a bag. No, thank you.
You've got like 4 of them like on your face. Like, I look so young.
Tell me I'm pretty.
Moisturize me.
Right, and just put in my thing. 6 meat hooks.
Tauri,
Yeah.
while you're heading around town trying to find a music store that you're interested in, I would like you to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
That's probably fine.
That is a perception 17.
17.
Would Tauri go on her own, or
Probably, unless somebody decided they wanted to come buy a musical instrument and braces.
So you're wandering around Guildridge to find like a high quality music store, not these kind of
I'd
conventional
like a metal
ones.
flute, not a wooden one.
Or a bone flute, you know.
Yeah, but metal, I can sharpen it into like a stake.
This is my
bone.
salmon flute.
and then play it comes out the mouth.
Look, sometimes I get accused of taking this game dark, but
I'm gonna stab you and play the funeral march on you.
Tauri,
To be fair, I didn't think it up. I stole it from somewhere.
as you're wandering around, you notice a wagon pull up to or like pulling towards the halls of Inquisition, where the castigators live, and it backs onto the Officio Arcanum buildings, and then by extension onto Louisiana College. And you see like this, not large but very heavy wagon, clearly like studded with metal, being pulled along by 2 large like plow horse sized beasts of burden to pull this thing, with the symbols of the Officio Arcanum like etched into the side, and you see it kind of roll towards this location, and like people like give it a wide berth as it's heading towards.
So there is a armoured wagon heading to somewhere of the Officio Arcanum, is what you said, because you cut out for me.
Yes.
I will follow at a very big distance.
It's not hard to follow. It's not hard to be unnoticed with it. There's still plenty of crowds during the day, but people just kind of get out of the way of it. You eventually see it pull up outside the Halls of Inquisition, where you spot 2 individuals kind of meet its arrival. I would like you to roll me history checks, one of which you'll be able to get relatively easily. The other one is more of a question.
I'm sorry, this note was a bit sharp. Stab.
I'll cut that back.
Thank you.
History, yeah?
History,
Okay, so the
please.
first one was a 10.
I don't need 2 history checks, just one. It's just determining what you learn out of the
Oh,
2.
do you want me to re-roll or take...
No, 10's fine. So you recognise one of the individuals, who is Tamati Warder, kind of a middle-aged, kind of 50s-odd human male, kind of shaved head, and the like. who you know to be the head of collegiate studies at Reimagined College, essentially the dean of the entire college. You know him to be a fairly high-ranking mage within the Empire, focused on academic studies. The other individual you don't recognize, but you know them to be you can spot them being like a fairly stocky dwarf of respectable age, thick black beard and hair that kind of drapes down onto the black uniform of a castigator. You don't recognize them individually, but by their bearing and the kind of iconography on them, you assume they're fairly high ranking. And you see them kind of having a conversation as some crates are loaded out of this wagon. Just a couple, but again, all look fairly kind of sealed up. They're actually like metal banded crates that you would recognize from kind of times studying are lead-lined crates. Stuff to hold, within the Empire, pretty much any magic item, but especially dangerous magic items. You see one of these crates get kind of unlocked and opened up, and you see them pull something out of the crate. And I would like you, because you're at a fair distance back, to make me a perception check to see whether you can spot what it is.
That's better. Perception. It's better. 17.
17. You're not 100% certain. It could be any kind of crystal, but it does bear similarities to the kind you found owned by the Vashar that you took with you.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to have a kind of conversation, kind of holding this holding this thing carefully and discussing things before placing it back into the crate and wheeling it in to the Arcanum. Anyway.
I don't do anything about it.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Go for Chris.
We'll go with Balrick.
I've got quite a lot. You can go first. I've got a list.
I just need to sell some horses.
You're selling all of them? Or
Yeah,
are you keeping yours?
I'm going to sell all.
What was next?
Fresh start.
They're good.
Buy a good horse.
Okay, roll me initially an investigation check to find a buyer.
Nat 20.
What do I want?
Also, someone pointed out that
Too.
for the price of a riding horse, you can hire a commoner to walk around with you for 2 years with 2 halves of a coconut.
I'm not sure which is more useful.
Coconuts sadly don't exist here, so it won't help.
Canon,
Oh, no,
coconuts are
they're
not in the Empire.
Carried by swallows, actually, from the south.
Anyway, yeah, you ask around and eventually kind of drum up a fair bit of attention through the week about these horses.
5 horses, 5.
Just-
There was a pub that you could go to. We got
They
told
recommended going to the pub, the tavern that Aderyn actually went to have a date with Cyric.
Yeah.
As where gossips and the like were likely to be, which is where you kind of like sow seeds eventually.
I
Until
look for people in jodhpurs.
no, so the jumper's like draped over the shoulder.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And eventually you do kind of get enough attention where a bunch of nobles, actually, a handful of nobles, are interested in acquiring these horses. The one who seems to be fronting the group goes by the name of Embenese, who is a very like hawked-nosed half-elf with a receding hairline that is well disguised. Like a lot of money has gone into the haircuts to deal with it, but it is there. Comes up in a fairly like plush, deep blue, almost royal blue kind of outfit to meet you at the stables where the horses are being stabled. So I've heard plenty of these rumours that the horses you've acquired are of extremely high quality, but I have to see things for myself. I can't be buying things willy-nilly off anybody I've not met entirely. So how exactly did you come across these horses?
Very wise, very wise. Thoroughbreds all. I was like, hold my hand out. Arquen, pleasure.
Enemies of House Tyre. Let's go with that.
Does he shake my hand?
He kind of looks you up and down. How, like, clean and well...
I'm in my, like... No, I'm doing, like, actual horse trading. I'm in my, like, finery with my, like... not my shoulder cape on, but, like, you know, I've got my silk scarf on and everything. I've got my longsword on my hip.
He extends a hand out. You definitely sense that he does like the whole rotation to put his hand on top, or at least attempt to do that.
I'm doing a real hard handshake, so like.
Well then.
Anyway, yes, came across these. On our travels. Afraid they were. So I'm part of a small group of very well. We like to think of ourselves as competent warriors. Came across a small group of people who had been ambushed by this group of terrible people, these cannibal savages and tribals and the like, and we gave them the old what-ho and put them to rest and claimed these thoroughbreds that they'd taken.
Do you claim that some cannibals and savages had high quality horses just?
No, not the cannibals. The people they'd ambushed, unfortunately, killed to a man, unfortunately, and well, they have no identifying marks on them. All their valuables and whatnot have been stolen away, but they couldn't get away on the horses quick enough, and we got them. Never found their hideaway, unfortunately. Just the 5 that ambushed them.
Roll me deception.
Yeah. Where's my? I don't think I'm proficient. I'm not, so it's just a 23. That's one. I've gone 1 down on the die.
Well, that's an awfully impressive story, certainly. Just out of curiosity, where was this? I'll do best to avoid that area.
I sort of describe vaguely in the direction we came from. Yeah, so back towards the bridge, whatever it's called.
Well, I certainly hope the army soldiers over there start sorting things out a little bit more. Obviously.
Yes, we let them know that it had all happened, and they seem to have gotten off their asses a little bit.
Well, I must ask, fellow, just for the sake of good business, the Stormcrest Legion is currently requisitioning any and all horses out there. What makes you prefer a private buyer over the money of the Crown?
I find that the Crown buys for its the weight of flesh rather than the quality. I find those with more discerning eyes are more likely to see what they've got, what I've got, and I think these are damn fine horses, and I don't think they should be ferrying mucky old Stormcrest officers out and about. I think they should go to a damn fine stable.
Well, I do have need of fine riding horses for the family estate. We came into a little bit of a colic among the current stables, so need to
terrible stuff.
Sort them out. If you don't mind, I'm just going to have my assistant here inspect each of the horses.
Go for it.
While that is happening, what exact purchase price were you considering?
Well, are you in need of bit and bridle and saddle and the like?
No, not at all. We can acquire that for ourselves.
I'll flog it off on someone then. I've no need of them anymore. I'm going to be in the city for quite some time. No need for a horse to stable. Yeah. In which case, I think for the 5, I think 400 is a decent price.
400 gold for 5. What it is? Respectable ask, certainly. Little bit more than I'm perhaps inclined to be spending, but depends entirely
I'll
on
put a price on quality.
I certainly respect that, but that quality is yet to be determined.
Of course.
I was thinking more perhaps in the...
Come on over. I've got a bottle of wine. Come and have a seat. We'll discuss it over a drink.
Sits down and starts sharing a wine.
I borrowed another gold from another couple of... we'll call it 5 gold to get a nice bottle of wine that I'm like, this is a tactic. It's an investment.
Because you... Well... I mean... Classically, eventually it's like his aide comes back to him, whispers some stuff in his ear. He's like, well, by the sounds of it, they're in decent health, a little travelled out, needing some hoof care and the like, but otherwise fine, fit animals. A little rough, rawn in places, might need a little bit of care. So, seeing some fair use on.
So hard to find a good livery stable in this city nowadays, unfortunately.
How does 300 gold sound to you?
How about we split it straight down the middle, 350?
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh,
You are scamming this
I'm
guy.
Not really. You have 5 horses, 75 gold each for a riding horse.
Yeah.
325
21.
is fair price.
21.
21. I wouldn't be much of a businessman if I just met random strangers in the middle. Let's call it 330, and I will reimburse you for this bottle of wine. What was it? 2 gold?
How much was it?
How much was it?
I got 5 gold off of him, so I thought I'd get a 5 gold bottle of wine.
Yeah, he is insulting your wine.
He knows whatever I could grab from the vintners on the way here. 335 then.
335 seems acceptable to me.
Done. And I'll shake his hand.
Shakes his hand, motions to his aide, who pulls out a small satchel, pulls out the equivalent for you, hands you over 335 gold.
Thank you.
And you all go off and just make sure that the stable hands know that the ownership of the horses has changed.
Yeah.
This
I'll also sell the bit and bridle and the saddles and stuff, which I think I've figured out for 5 horses is 10 plus 50 plus 20.
So bit and bridles are 2 gold apiece.
Yeah, so 2 for 10, and then 5 saddles is 10 each, so 50, and then saddlebags are 4. So I imagine I won't get asking price, obviously.
No, you won't get asking price. You lose 20% on that, just because essentially they get bought by the army, who can basically go, we're paying you less, because Imperial needs. But you do still get 80% of markup for stuff that you never bought. So
another 56 gold.
Arquen's making bank. We need to steal some horses and make that our business.
And now
you
all
did
back to
steal
Balrick
horses.
We did.
These are horses you all stole.
We looted horses, I think you'll find.
I think you'll find I liberated the horse.
Yeah. So, 56 on top of 335.
Sure.
391, which I immediately put back into the Bank of Balrick.
And I can now take my horse off my...
91? Are you putting back into Bank of Balrick?
Yeah.
Immediately. 2095.
I just tried to take my horse off my character sheet and it just started deleting my entire character sheet.
That was a load-bearing horse.
That horse was so important. What have you done?
That horse was the only thing keeping Ximori's sanity together.
Oh no, my meat hooks! My meat hooks!
Can I keep 20 of the gold, Balrick, for
You keep
some
20
walking
of
around
gold.
money?
So that's 70.
Yeah.
670 with me. 370.
Thick.
Right, with all of that out of the way, I believe Balrick, you had some stuff to do.
Yep. Arquen still is my biggest
Debtor.
profit. But
Yeah.
anyway, So are we covering a couple of days here?
Yeah, this can take place over days, and we're playing very wibbly wobbly with time.
The first day, I think Balrick wants to try and find the opposite of everyone else, a dodgy neighbourhood to buy and sell.
Easy enough. The Warrens are well known for this.
But he doesn't want like bad quality. He wants like a dodgy expert in dodgier stuff.
Okay.
Offense.
So currently, mainly what he's looking for at the moment is a leather worker, but one who's a bit weird. So that might not be as dodgy. To be fair.
A weird.
So in terms of talent, the guild ridge will be where you're finding that kind of person.
I'll go to them first. I'll go to good leather workers first, and then we'll go a bit dodgier. But decent leather workers, I want to go first.
Sure. Yeah, you head down there, yes, this was literally about to be my question.
I am riding on deck, but I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, real subtle.
No, I'm casting Pass Without Trace, but gives him a disguise.
Casting Pass Without Trace on deck, but you're still riding him, so it's just like... What's that squatting Goliath doing, moving down the street?
I will say, but like Pass Without Trace, I allowed to work when everyone was distracted by a parade.
Oh, okay.
Right? It is a dragon walking around the capital of the Empire.
I'm doing my best.
If you knock people out, then they don't see you.
Have you considered Lord Gaucho like
Wow, a dragon.
Selfie. There's no survivors.
You know, there's like old toilet roll holders you used to get that were like had like the little knitted Spanish lady on them with the massive dress.
What?
Sorry, what?
No.
Surely this is a universal experience.
Anyway,
Emma is nodding. I'm vindicated.
it's very important that I have Derek because Derek is carrying things.
Okay. You're a very perceptive person. You are distinctly aware. You are getting attention.
Everyone can
Less
see
attention
you.
because of Pass Without Trace?
You could definitely be getting more, for sure.
They're not stopping you.
So give me a second.
Don't just fog cloud.
We've got to really just get it out there that there's a dragon walking around. At that point, once everyone's seen the dragon...
It's just
Guys, it's not a dragon, it's just a really big lizard.
yeah. It gave more and more horse shit by the way.
So yes, there's a fair amount of tension. Like people are going about their day, but there were like definitely whispers and stuff going on, and like people notice where you go. But you eventually come to a leather workers called Feckles Decals. Or decals, if you want to.
Decal?
Feckles decals.
Feckles Decals.
Fecal decal?
Fecal decals?
Feckles Decals.
F-E-C-A-L.
THECCAL. Where a bunch of leatherwork is ongoing. You see inside a dwarven man with a number of aides of varying different ancestries and the like, working away at some leather work, carving what you think to be like a number of like leather travel cloaks, or of the kind. As he just kind of is working away, sees you enter, is like, "Hey, tool man, what can I do for you?" That is, I'm too busy for that.
I think I would have. Is this a building or is this?
It is a building, yes.
Okay, so before I enter, I would have gone outside, stopped Derek at the entrance because I don't want to bring him inside. I've gone, sit, behave. No, I see the food stalls over there. You're not going. Right? You stay there, and I'll buy you some afterwards. Right? Now, let me get those. And I grab off the things that I've got. I've got big pack of stuff on the back of him, and I walked in there. So I've got the stuff. Alright, I've got
That's a mighty big sack you got, mate.
Hey, I've got a few things I need.
strange.
Alright, so I done the sack and I open it up to reveal that I have said a couple of times I have been treating, try and make it usable, and keg chitin.
I'm willing to go with that you did everything you could to maintain it. I'm not going to say it's degraded on you.
I bought leather working tools.
Yes.
So try to maintain it as best as I can. It's been about a month now, so it might need a little bit of work and there might be bits that aren't as comfortable.
That's a new material.
Hey, some giant bugs that attacked us. I've got quite a lot of it there, but I feel like it's been quite a while. Some of it might not be usable, the edge bits and stuff. But I'm hoping, I've got this leather that I've had for years now, but it's I mean, look at it, it's stitched apart and it's like falling apart at the seams. I was looking to improve it and like make it stronger and more resistant.
Are you attached to the armor in particular, or can we just make you something new?
No, it comes off.
Does it? I'm not
Take it.
I
There's meat
suppose
hooks.
it's not the most sentimental thing. It's just I've worked hard to maintain it over the years. But if you're off, I suppose I've got the money to get a new one.
I won't. It'll be easier to make something from scratch with that material, but
and then from scratch, then that's fine.
I mean, you've got plenty of it. Even the stuff that's kind of failed to be treated properly, we can just cut off, and there's still plenty there to work with. Although you are a fairly large lad. Do you mind if we just measure you up just to get an idea?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you get measured up, and he's like, "No, I think there's enough here that we can work something with." Alright. You thinking similar kind of armor to what you got now? Just trying to make use of this material?
Just practical, nothing fancy, just comfortable, maneuverable, protective. Breathable as well. I get quite hot sometimes.
Okay, so you want it almost like in various pieces rather than a single suit, as it were.
I like detachable shoulders and
that'll make it slightly easier with all of the stuff. We don't have to kind of piece it all into one thing. Give me a second here. Okay, it's going to take us a little bit of time, but you're fortunate that, could I ask, the bugs, did it have any particular properties or anything like that we should know about before trying to treat it our usual ways?
they were quite acidic.
Okay,
And stuff.
that might make it a little harder to work with in terms of being able to soften it, but we can find other ways of dealing with it, I'm sure. Might just take a little longer is all.
Well, I'm here for a week at the very least, so.
Alright, a week should be fine. It's gonna take a little bit of man time to do it. You don't need a rush order or anything. Not heading off with the army.
Not heading off with the army, no, independent.
Alright, well, I mean, interesting material to work with. You supplied all the materials, basically just mana and the additional costs. With 500 gold.
I can do 500. I want something else on top. I reckon there's probably not enough material there, and it might be a simple job, but I need a saddle.
A saddle?
Now, not a straightforward saddle. It's not for a horse.
What's it for?
Tell you what, do you want to come outside a moment?
You lads keep working. No, puts down the kind of stencil thing that he was working with. What are you riding?
And then walk outside and introduce Dirk.
Goddess above. I mean, I'd heard rumours that there was...
Hey.
And
No,
you can see as you walk out that there is a crowd just outside this shop of like a few dozen people just gathered, keeping a distance, but like Derek is like unsure, and there's this crowd of people who have gathered around.
Well, as you can see, he's quite a big lad, bigger than most horses, and he's been getting bigger quite fast. So I need something that might like adjust or grow with him. You know, something that can widen out. And his wings are starting to come in. He's starting to glide a little, and so it might need some gaps for them. So it's quite an interesting job. But I've been riding him, you know, no saddle. It's been a nightmare on my thighs.
I can't say I've ever done winged creatures, but I do love a challenge. Do you want it out of the same stuff that you provided?
If there's enough spare, that'll be great. Or maybe like a blend.
Yeah, I think we can do a blend. Like we can do like the base harness and everything like that, and then we can add stuff on top. Just to.
So I reckon the chitin will be too hard and not comfortable as a seat, but it could be good as like supportive stuff.
Yeah. Are you like a dragon knight or something?
A dragon knight?
I don't know, a knight that rides a dragon. There's childhood stories.
I've never heard of them. What's it?
Childhood stories of knights who ride dragons and protect dragons and protect the world from dangers and all that. It's children's stories that everyone in the Empire kind of grew up with, but
sounds like a fantasy to me. I've never heard of it. It's just an encounter I had up north, and I've grown attached to the thing.
Well,
Glad.
Look, I do love a challenge, and hey, if it means that Thekol goes down in history as the man who made a saddle for a crystal dragon,
I'll absolutely send positive, word around.
All right, call it another 50 gold, and I'll make sure it's nice and proper good for you.
Sounds brilliant.
It should keep you in the saddle if he ever does take off.
Hey.
Well, I better get to work. Check in at the end of the week. Actually, where are you staying? I can always send a missive once it's done.
Oh, absolutely. I'm staying at the blah 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 inn.
Golden Moon. Oh yeah, Golden Moon. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Yeah, feel free to check in. We're gonna have to measure him up. Just a little bit as well.
Tell you what, well, you do that. I'll go buy him some food. He's been waiting patiently.
Okay. And he starts like measuring. He like pulls a couple of his like assistants over to help him out. Deck is not happy.
I turn around as he starts fidgeting and go, stay, or else you're not getting it. And then I'll walk over and get food.
Aww. Poor baby.
In Draconic, obviously. But I mean, everyone in the Empire speaks Draconic anyway, doesn't
Yes.
There's only a 17% chance that all of the fingers will still be there when you get back.
The crowd parts as you kind of walk through them. But like it immediately like fills in behind you. Have you ever watched like, I hate to keep using this analogy that you're dragging Jesus, but like any like media of like Jesus walking through a crowd where it's just like a 5-foot ring around him that constantly opens and closes as he walks through. It's that.
Yes, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, yes.
That, yeah.
Or he's ignoring, he's very aware of it, he's got good insight, but he's just, no, I'm not even thinking about it.
Okay.
Walks to a food stall, drops, it's going to be a lot of food, so I'm going to drop like 2 gold on there.
Sure.
1 goat, please.
Yeah, I was literally about to say it was like a kebab.
Goats on a stick! Goats on a stick!
Extra garlic sauce, yeah.
Yeah, basically he just like starts like shaving chunks of like goat.
I'll tell you what, it goes up to a kebab stall, and I'm just like, can I have the whole thing? Do you know the big piece of...
Sure. Like, you hand over the gold for it. Like, that's an afternoon job done. Sorry, guys, turn up.
and I'll
It's immediately mugged by hungry kebab goers.
Deck eats it like a corn on the cob.
and throw that to Deck.
Can you roll me a perception check at disadvantage?
3 and an 8. Not good. 9.
Alright.
I'm not uncomfortable. The crowds are.
Yeah, the crowd. You're having to zone out the
It's
crowd
kind of
rather than pay
edgy,
attention to your surroundings so much.
Balrick's starting to dissociate a little bit, just like it's too stressful. It's like, I've had a bad week, I'm going to punch someone if I'm not careful.
Yeah, Becca's like, well, we're all measured up here. It'll be tight, but we'll do what we can with what we got.
You want any money up front, or is it all like at the end?
Yeah, call it a 10% deposit up front. Rest can be done on delivery.
55 gone.
Well, good luck to you. And I mean, I'd say her blessings be upon you, but I think they already are.
Right. Shopping this sort of Balrick is then going to go cool. He's going to come with Derek and go to dodgy area.
Okay.
Yeah.
You navigate over to the Warrens. Are you still working by yourself at this point, or do you try and drag any of the rest of the group with you?
I don't know. Does anyone want to come?
Yeah.
Get a crowd going to the dodgy area.
Yeah. So like, we'll say like you kind of you're kind of like grabbing lunch after like grabbing your shield and stuff. Arquen, the various vendors in the upper city.
Aderyn nodded as well.
I'm on house arrest though.
You can disguise. Got your disguises.
Really? I'm allowed out?
You're breaking out.
Okay. I'll come to the dodgy stuff.
Yeah, Balrick, you come up and find you happen to spot Arquen and Aderyn like grabbing food at one of the various vendors in the upper city like courtyards.
I think it's more like me and Arquen join into like a food court thing, and we're like, oh, hi, and then we see Aderyn like pretending to hide.
She's Thor in Ragnarok, just like.
Hey, I dyed my hair black.
Does that seem reasonable? Would Aderyn be doing that? She's broken out into front eye.
Wait, we've re-dyed it black. Aderyn's hair is so brittle now.
Yeah, it's falling out in chunks.
I cast Letter Restoration on Aderyn's hair.
It's gonna elevate the old lady costume.
I now love the idea
immediately dyes it back.
of lesser restoration in hair salons.
Oh God, darling, your hair is just falling apart. Let me go find the local cleric so we can actually do something about this.
That's the restoration. All the dye is pushed out of the hair.
I've never seen a case this bad. We need to shave it off and cast Regenerate.
My God, lesser restoration, the highlights out of that.
Yes, you come across each other as Balrick is being followed by a very subtle crowd.
The Messiah.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could charge for an autograph.
I'm not. No chance. They can all sort of. I'm not interacting with more people than I have to. This is why I don't like cities.
No. Can I shout? Fuck off!
Arquen, how much wandering around town would you have done?
Quite a lot. I have to go get my shield. I've got to. I'm also at some point obviously doing the espionage. And
This is also probably where the money changes hands.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think in that instance you would know that might be beneficial to Balrick that there is a rather extensive public gardens to the eastern side of the city. that provides a space of like greenery and plant life in an otherwise metropolitan area. They are known as Zhenzu's Gardens.
You know, you should go to the botanical gardens if you're sick of the hustle and bustle. I've been there several times. I'm surprised you haven't come with me already.
The green places here?
Yes, of course.
Literally
Everyone likes
just
greenery.
On my list of things to do was find somewhere where it was quiet around here.
Very peaceful. Everyone likes greenery.
Aye, that'd be good. I've got some things to finish off, but
I'll come with you, and then we'll go to the botanical gardens.
okay. That sounds good. And by the way, is that's definitely Aderyn on that stall over there sat down? I wouldn't have gone over to Aderyn yet because obviously I don't want the crowd to be seeing that. But I'm like, that's Aderyn, right?
Is it perception or insight?
Both of yours passive perception is more than enough to notice that's Aderyn.
For someone who's really quite good at who's very sort of charismatic, she's really shit at pretending to be someone else.
No, I tell you what, no. She's good at pretending to be like that old lady. That was pretty good.
That's true. Maybe we should go back to the old lady disguise.
It's subtlety. I think the bigger it is, the better she is.
I say it worked. We never met any other people while she was pretending to be an old woman, I don't think.
Well, she did do that performance, you know. She was on the stage and
Was she still the old woman during the performance?
That was when she became the old woman. She didn't stop being the old woman when we journeyed.
Dear Lord. Anyway.
Yeah, it was like a solid week. I'll tell you what, you go over to her, I'm going off to the Wardens. If you want to come with, you grab her, and I reckon this crowd won't follow me quite as far as that. So we'll meet by tell you what, we'll meet
I walk over to Aderyn and pretend to be looking away, and I say the sparrow is in the churchyard at dawn. I pretend making up some spy thing
And it sings at dusk.
Let's go.
You head off as a trio towards the Warrens, and you are right, Balrick, that the crowd definitely does disperse as you kind of find yourselves in the Warren. There's a few stragglers that kind of linger on before eventually they realise that, okay, I don't really want to be here, and eventually it kind of filters away. You eventually find yourself in the seedier side of town. The walls here quite packed in, the alleyways quite narrow, giving a sense of being an interconnected network or Warrens. What are you looking for?
So I just want some dodgy sort of, just a general dodgy guy to buy and sell things. I don't know. I'm going to ask around, see I'm not great at asking around.
I'll tell you what. If you want a potential hint or idea, you do have someone who knows a lot of things that you have done business with in the city already in Lady Luck that you potentially could have spoken to.
In who? Sorry?
Lady Luck, the runner of the Emerald Dune Casino.
Yeah, that's Chain, isn't it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
You know, I did say
the job you had was Chain. Whether she's Chain, you don't know.
I did say we'd meet by the casino. So, I'd go ahead and then we could go soon. So I think maybe, yeah.
For the sake of brevity, roll me a persuasion check.
If Arquen's there, can Arquen give me advantage somehow?
Yeah.
Sure.
I use Arquen to charm, and Arquen, when we go in there, can you do some flirting or something?
I unbutton another shirt.
And
I take off another piece of armor.
Try not to be noticed.
Yeah, because these guys know things, and these guys are information brokers. So we don't want them to know that.
Of course, actually, also thinking about it, you also could potentially try and get back in contact with the magpie.
Who was the magpie?
The guy who told you about the fight clubs.
Fight manager.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay, I can blend. I can blend
So
with the crowd.
Arquen, you deal with some flirting because I need to find some information from. No, it's not serious information.
Wait, why do you need Arquen to flirt?
Because we're trying to keep you subtle. You're not that like high sort of.
But I'm really good at the
Oh,
flirting.
you're amazed at flirting, obviously.
But you don't want me to. Oh yeah, of course it would be too good. I get it.
Exactly, it'd be too noticeable,
Yeah.
Causes too many issues.
Yeah,
Too many.
exactly. You need to keep a low profile.
Yeah. Low profile.
But you
Okay.
can be there. And you know what? If Arquen's not that good, you can give him pointers.
Oh. Got it. I am the advisor.
Roll persuasion, Chris,
Excellent.
with advantage.
How does Arquen flirt first? When we get to me feeling look.
Yeah, so Arquen, you've met this woman previously, I believe. I think you were there. So
Yeah, I think I was there.
This very well done up, very attractive kind of blonde elf does come meet you on the casino floor. This doesn't take place in our office. It's like, welcome, pleasure to see you again. Anything in particular I can do you for today?
Well, I think we're just here for a bit of information, really. As fine as the establishment is, unfortunately we're a little bit busy today. Maybe later.
It is a shame. I do appreciate people who take part in the activities here, but certainly. What information are you looking for? And then I'll deem it whether I feel like giving it to you.
I got a 17 minus 2. And I'm looking for. So I tell you what, I'll even you're a discreet person, aren't you?
I find it best to deal with things in a discreet manner, yes.
I'm going to reach down to my boot and I'm going to cascade knife. How serious an issue is this, carrying this around? How recognisable is it?
To the common folk, not much. But with a close enough eye, you can very clearly see the markings on it.
Alright.
You're dangerous individuals. I know plenty of people that will find you useful.
Well, thank you. Wanted to know how usable it was in town. I'll try and keep it more hidden. Anyway, I'm looking for information on that, and then you know what I've done for work, what I did for you and stuff.
Yes.
I've been doing it with bed tools. I've been just a wagon and mounts and stuff. I've been having an idea of my wagon and having some extra storage put in, but less noticeable storage. I've done a little bit of the work, but I'm training, but I'm practicing, but I'm not particularly much of a craftsman. I wondered if you knew anyone a bit more practiced in...
Certainly, I know of certain individuals, but I will say before I share this information, what value does it bring to me?
Does she have noticeable tattoos anywhere?
Make me a perception check. Anyone here can, if you wish.
I've got 18 plus passive. If that's-
I'm gonna do a person.
I've got 25.
I'm always on just guard in general.
Mhm.
Not better than his.
I'm too busy blending in.
With a 25 Balrick, if she does, they are in very discreet places.
Well, I don't like particularly in owing people. I can provide money, or I must ask. I know you're associated, but are you a part of our mutual acquaintances?
This is a very private thing to ask of a lady. Does it unnerve you if I were?
I promised a friend to end dealings.
Well then, it's a good thing I like people who keep their promises. I find them useful. I just simply like to make sure that my patrons get what they need. That is what I'm in the business of.
Then, if I had extra storage, I might have space for any storage you need.
We travel all over.
So you can
Traveling
acquire
for a
me
journey.
objects of interest and deliver them when needed.
I can do that.
Wonderful. Well, I could do with knowing how to contact you if you do travel all over. Any one of you capable of getting in contact with me, should I need you?
I can talk to rats.
Wonderful. I'm sure
We,
that is useful.
Pigeons too.
Balrick, tell her we have a stone.
Horses as well, but they're not great
Message
conversationalists.
stone.
Despite
We have
what the stories, like the books, will tell you.
While Arquen's talking, Aderyn is telling me about stone. What stone?
Oh, it's not a stone, it's me. But like we can't tell her it's me, so just tell her we have a messaging stone.
Ah, true. We have tools that allow us to communicate over long distances.
Excellent. Well, if you could share one of those with me, that would be much appreciated.
Do you have a stone on you?
No, I have to initiate it. Just give her a normal stone and tell her that we will contact her once a day. That's how the
Maybe
stone
not once
works.
a day, maybe like once a week.
Alright, but you have to remember, I'm not remembering.
So
Oh.
while this is happening, I am obviously trying to distract them from the fact they are looking at each other and saying nothing. Like, God,
I
it's
think
beautiful in here. Where's the
you're-
wood from?
Your natural charisma is enough to kind of keep that conversation going. But fine.
We really need to think of a better way to do that. Yeah, you're right. Do I have a stone?
You're a man of the wild. It's perfectly reasonable that you would have something.
I would have a stone.
Yeah.
Maybe. Come on, I have a stone.
A little totem I can give her.
Do you have a totem? You have a totem?
Yeah.
Okay, give her the totem. I have
No.
rings, actually. You know what? That'll look nicely if I give her a ring.
Alright,
I'm going to pull out a ring.
Are you proposing to her?
No, it's for the distraction. It's a lot more, like, a stone's just a stone unless it's got markings.
You are really ramping up the flirting,
No,
Balrick. I think this is too much.
If it's a ring, it seems like they already inherently have. How do I...
You can't. I have to look.
really beautiful carvings you've got up here. Who did the work?
Oh,
Do you own the place?
I do own the place.
Fantastic. Did you get this commissioned?
No, the previous owner did.
I see. What happened to them?
I'm fiddling about in my bag, and I do pull out then the ring, and I'm like, all right, I've got this. It's a bit fiddling. It's a one-way deal, and we need it, but we need the sender it for other contacts we might have. But this is a receiver. We'll contact you. How often do you want us to check in to see if you need anything?
Once a fortnight should suffice in case I need anything. I won't expect you to need of you every time, but I can keep various patrons appeased between them.
And we'll work on creating a more efficient contact method, maybe.
Wonderful. I do appreciate that. Well, in that case...
She'll be doing the talking, by the way.
Yeah, she's...
We can't figure out how it works.
She's an expert.
She's the brains of the operation.
Oh, yeah. She's an expert
As
engineer.
all women
I'm the
tend to be.
brawn and the beauty.
Certified.
Well, the individual you're looking for you can find in the Warrens by the name of Agroth. A very discreet and extremely talented woodworker. Should provide you with the necessary compartments that you're seeking for. Now, if you don't mind, I have some other business to attend to. Have a good evening. And
We'll try and pop in sometime over the week to,
I hope
just
to
for
see
pleasant
you
company.
at the tables at some point. You head off to the Warrens at that point, seeking...
What's her name again, sorry?
Her name, you only know her as Lady Luck.
Lady Luck.
You head off to the Warrens to find this Agroth, who, you meet and you find this kind of crotchety gnome with like a very patchy, thin beard, essentially like a monk's haircut, but not willingly. Like it's that faded back and just a ring at this point.
I know.
And you kind of, he like invites you into his workshop with just like scraps of wood everywhere, tools arranged around. He's like, okay, what you wanting?
I'll be straight up with you. I want a compartment in a wagon,
Sure.
but one that isn't the most obvious if someone goes poking around.
Easy. It's going to cost you.
Aye, that's fine. I've already done a bit of marking out of the space where it is, and I've done a little bit of prep work, but I've got the tools, but I'm not an expert by any means. So
Sure. More than happy to do it. Discretion comes at the cost of 100 gold.
Whew. Just for the discretion, not for the work.
Work's included, mate.
Alright. If the work's included in that, that's fair.
Wonderful. Well, bring the wagon around. We'll get it sorted out within a couple of days. We'll send a messenger to you when it's ready. Better than you constantly popping back and forth into this place.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. Wonderful. Right, get out of my shop. I'll see you in a bit.
Easy.
As you head off, you deliver the cart, and the week progresses. I think there's a good time to take a little break, and we'll pick up in a little bit with someone probably seeking out the individual who draws the attention of everyone in the crowd every time they walk everywhere. But we'll find out what that is in a little bit. And welcome back. We will pick up about halfway through this week, just setting the scenes of kind of everything you guys have experienced in the background rather than the individual things we've noticed. Balrick, obviously, pretty much everywhere he goes now at this point, there is a congregation of some kind. Various people whispering it is an auspicious sign for the sending off of the military, that there is a figure of this kind wandering around. there are other people simply saying that it is it is unaffiliated to the Crusade, but it is otherwise a sign of positive things about Malachi specifically as heir to the Imperial throne, that they are wandering around his city, essentially, in all of this capacity, which is making it quite difficult for Balrick to kind of move around, as it were. Those of you who have been venturing out in at night, and we will kind of touch on this a little bit with Arquen at some point, the ghost sightings and the like do seem to be getting more frequent. They are not lessening by any means, to the point of they are starting to those of you who are intelligent and tracking it, where before they were like deep in the middle of the night, there are now like stories of them like lingering in dawn and coming out early at dusk, always connected to like shadows and dark areas. They're never like necessarily in the light. And yeah, those are the main things. Obviously, the entire city is kind of gearing up for the military to head off, and that eventual, that you assume, parade through the city that will happen, and the like. There's two particular things that I think were lingering from the first half of the session. There is Arquen wanting to do stuff with the Compass Knights, and there was Balrick wanting to go chill out in nature. I will leave it up to you guys as to which you would like to deal with first.
I was going to say we could invite everyone along to just hang out.
Let's have a picnic.
Have a picnic.
Okay. Go to nature.
Lesley picks out their picnic scarf.
Lesley, you do have to pull out of the Emerald Dune Casino, as he has started going there quite regularly, because he loves the attention he gets. He enjoys the gambling. So far, he's broken even.
The snail racing. He's deep in the snails.
I was just about to say, Balrick did get a taste for gambling in Jadorthras. Could Balrick have gone with, can I just roll a d20 to see how it is?
Yeah, sure.
Luck check.
15.
15. Let's say you made 75. No, not 75 gold's a bit much.
Well, if we're having a little flutter.
Do you want me to roll a d100?
Yeah, why not? D100.
No,
Emerald Dune is a decent place, and you got money, so you
This is canonically snail racing.
But no, what you do is you make this a percentile roll to see how much percentage increase he makes in gold over whatever he bets.
He is a bank.
No, because I haven't chosen what I'm betting now. But it's like, oh, I won. Yeah, I'm going to bet 2,000 to make.
If we're having a little flutter, I think Arquen would be drawn in a little bit as well.
I'll roll more money.
D100.
Luck
Chris.
check.
I'm not. There we go. Couldn't find my D100. 81.
81. Fair enough. Between you and Lesley, you made 81 gold.
Can I have a little roll? Just as
Sure.
I'm near destitute anyway.
No,
so
no money.
What harm can it do?
I have
Roll
whole
a
mini
disadvantage.
games if you guys actually want to do the casino instead of actual narrative stuff.
We'll do the casino.
No.
We'll come back to it. Start of next week, we will be gambling. I also got a 15.
Cool. You don't have that much money. You make 15 gold.
Cool.
Can I take 5 back? Should borrow 5? No, just have. I'd have given you 5. You'd have 120. Given me 5 back.
Cool. So sorry. Are we having a picnic in Zhenju's gardens?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day, I feel like Balrick and anyone else who is a carer person would have gone out and picnic shopping.
Yeah.
It's early in.
Yeah. I'm going to take this as the opportunity to broach the subject we did over Messenger between the last 2 weeks and, like, talk about who wants to join the resistance. I would be doing this sort of knowing that rocks and trees can have ears, and so, like, be very stealthy in it.
That's fine.
Yes, I'm going to be joining the Compass Knights in some of their escapades. Does anyone want to join me?
What are they?
They're the resistance fighters.
Nah, I'm okay.
respect.
How big are we talking here, Arquen?
Well, I've not yet gone out on an operation with them, so I'm not sure what they're really gearing up to. But I'm also using it as an opportunity to keep an eye on them, because I suspect that this Galhana who's in charge of them might not be on the up and up.
I will say, for the sake of this, you have had a brief conversation with Paramar. You are being invited. There is a Knight's Compass meeting tonight at the Golden Moon, where the various Compass Knights will all be present, and so is an opportunity for Galhana to meet you and vet you before welcoming you into the group.
Good.
That also reminded me of something else. You have also, at this point, received your invitation to Fight Night, which was a letter waiting with Shen. One to each of you, separate letters. Sealed with fairly cheap wax in an otherwise unassuming letter. Basically, it tells you that there is a tavern down in the Warrens to go to. And when you're there, to give the code word to the bartender of, just check my notes, Quiet Night. Use it in any kind of phrase that you want, but Quiet Night is the word, and you will be shown through to the actual venue behind. You
Would
are
they
well.
accept?
Go on.
I was told to say Quiet Night to you because it's the code word.
But you've just got that, and it is set to be the night before the legions leave, because it is an awful good distraction when all of the scale gun that lot are worrying about that and not looking at other things going on.
Slash the ones that don't give a shit want to spend their money when they can.
Cool. Anyway, sorry. Those are just things we go. Yes. Arquen has mentioned that he's got this meeting tonight.
Yeah. Aderyn, I don't want to press you into anything, but I know that you have expressed some anti-government sentiment before.
I've got things in the work, as long as it doesn't interfere with that.
All right. If you can spare time from your busy schedule.
I do have a busy schedule. I'm an expert in many fields. As long as it doesn't interfere with my secret vault book finding.
Why you'd be such a boon to the resistance.
Yes. Okay.
Do you want to check with your dad first?
Balrick, am I okay to do this?
Is this during the picnic?
Yeah.
Balrick is so zoned out. It's like, when you've done like a 12-hour shift.
Yeah.
Or something. He's just against the tree like, oh.
He's zenned out. I'll agree to anything right now.
He said yes.
Sounds good to me. I'll help out.
Really?
I'll help out too. I'll make sure you don't get into trouble.
Excellent.
I just need a few hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, for real? Like, really?
Who are you asking that to?
Just in general, like, is it that bad?
I apparently died for it, and from what I've seen, it's not much better.
I'm not a fan in general of how the Empire runs things. They're trying to push more north into my land. Well, not into my lands yet, but eventually.
I don't think
Okay, that one's fair.
there's a corner of the world that they won't.
And I might not be Aderyn level, but I worry about my magic too.
You don't do magic, though.
If he were to do magic, he'd be worried about it.
Sure.
But, are they capable? Because, if I was running this thing, I would say that the first step is to undermine the way in which the Empire persecutes those who are most vulnerable. So, I would infiltrate the castigators. I would then forge proof that the castigators actually have magic amongst their ranks, and then bada boom, bada bam, the castigators are persecuting that which they themselves are, which makes them hypocrites. then the people would turn against them. Especially if first we plant a folk hero that uses magic that helps people and that people love.
It's not a bad plan. That is a very long con, though. So they might be doing that, or someone might be doing that.
Yes,
And also, we have to remember that they are allowed to use magic. It's like if they use magic, it's fine because they are allowed to do it. They're the ones who dictate who can and can't use certain forms and the like.
You're allowed to use magic if you just got the certificates.
You're allowed to use some magic for certain purposes.
Yeah.
We don't have time. We've got lots to do. We still have to go find my dragon, and I have to go visit the hag again, and then we have to do some other things. I can't remember what.
Exactly.
And also, I still have to wait for Sarek because he's going to get some secret books for me.
And we don't know how they recruit, so they might recruit children, and then train them up and indoctrinate them. So I wouldn't put it past them.
We'll go to this meeting of yours tonight.
Yeah,
that's it. I'll come along because I'm worried about their competency.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, they weren't exactly subtle at the parade, were they?
Well, I spotted them, but I'm not sure if anyone else did.
I spotted them as well.
I know what to look for, apparently.
I think anyone with if they'd have actually done anything, anyone with a bit of awareness would have noticed them.
Yeah. I mean, I spotted them because I knew who Koromar was, and I think anyone who doesn't might just have seen there's some people tagging the building.
I recognise them from the bar, to be fair, and they didn't do anything, so it's not like it stood out, but it looked like they were planning on doing something during the parade. That's not...
Yeah.
We'll see.
Lovely olives, by the way, thank you.
The sandwiches as well. I made sandwiches. I'm getting better, I think. I'm practicing a little bit.
Are they little triangles?
Obviously. Who eats rectangular sandwiches? Obviously triangles.
Since we are here having a picnic, I thought maybe we could do something.
There's also half of a kebab stuck in the ground. There's a giant kebab thing.
Big chunk of bitten out.
Dirk is nibbling at it. I'm cutting off the occasional slice to give to people. Dirk is quite bloated.
Very rich for a dragon.
It's a lot of salt.
When I was really young, before I was ostracized by my entire village,
right.
My mother and I used to do something at every picnic we had by the river. It would mean a lot for me if we did it now.
Of course, that sounds reasonable.
We're gonna need some snails.
All right.
Give me 3 seconds.
I cast Speak with Snail.
I grab for the nearest snail I see.
And you have to stop yourself. Go.
Could somebody grab me one? I don't want to touch it.
I'll go over to an orc and right, I'm getting everyone a snail.
Sure.
Okay. Then we have to line them all up, and then we have to have them race.
I thought this was going to be it. I picked the most athletic-looking snail for myself.
Roll me a nature check.
All right.
Once I hear it's a risk...
Advantage, because I can speak to them.
Sure.
Good.
I'm going to roll deception for a snail.
Flat 10.
Do you normally...
Natural 20. The snail lied to you.
Do you normally do rules?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'm a shoe-in, mate. Yeah. I'm a sure bet.
Can I do a nature check then? Because I've been told that betting. Or it might be alcohol, but you have other addictions.
Sure. Roll me a nature check.
I gotta come pro, apart from the foot injury.
Cool. 24.
24. You go wandering off to find the fastest snail you can. This discussion going on.
Land snail. Where did you get that?
And after a short moment, the kind of conversation of your group fades a little bit. And you see wandering. It's like you're like looking in the bush. You just hear, you hear someone approach behind you.
I reach down. I don't react. I'm going to kneel down as if looking at something, but I'm going to reach into my boot to hold the knife.
You kind of like take a furtive glance back, and you can see like leather riding boots that are like slightly armored. Very sort of like small metal plates in there. And you kind of look back, like riding greaves on the back. And then just a female voice speaks up behind you. She goes, "No need for that. You are a difficult man to get alone."
It'd be nice for it to be easier. Believe me.
My compatriots and I would agree. You stand up and kind of turn around. Snail just resting on your boot for now that you did find. You're like, I'll just leave that there. It won't get far. And you come face to face with not face to face for you when you stand up, but face to face with a elven woman with long kind of dark hair, braided up into like a small like headpiece that drapes down either sides. Pointed ears framed in like almost like bangs, kind of like Sarah's hair, like framing the face a little bit down the sides. Wearing a high collared jerkin's the wrong word, but cloth outfit underneath, a kind of strapped on breastplate and shoulder plate with then one arm left exposed. Image in chat. This individual
she's cool.
essentially just like yes, my compatriots would seem to agree that you have garnered a reputation for yourself in the city that is going to be very hard for you to lose.
I'm trying to get one. Trying to go about my day.
Unfortunately, that is not something that I think is entirely available to you these days. Where are my manners? I'm Ido Suke. I am a member of the Custodians of Law. And it has come to our attention that you perhaps might accidentally become a member of our group.
How do I accidentally become a member of a group?
That is a question a lot of us are asking right now. But the call and desire of dragonkind is not necessarily one for us to question, just merely one to support. Come, take a walk with me. You can see that at her hip she has like a single-bladed, like long sword, like single-edged long sword, just neatly tucked into a sheath. It's very clearly someone that is wearing like light but riders, like knights gear. She starts like wandering through the gardens, deliberately taking like passages past hedgeways that are nice and high to give you two a little bit of kind of privacy and away from other people.
What do you know about dragonkind then?
More than most within this empire, certainly. I suppose. What do you know? Well, silly question. In your journeys around the empire, you're very clearly not from here. Have you heard of the folk tales of dragon knights, of riders of dragons, and the like.
Well, this is spooky because I didn't till yesterday.
Auspicious time.
Children's stories of fantasy.
Yes, that's what they have become over the centuries, certainly. But they are the retellings and retellings again of the deeds of the custodians of law.
Is that law L-A-W or L-O-R-E?
Lore. Yes. The stories of the custodians. We are individuals who seek to ensure the continuation of dragons and the execution of their purpose within this world. And we are most intrigued by you and your relationship with the one, I believe you call him Deck? Is that correct?
Hey, fat lump in the clearing over there.
Yes, indeed. He is quite a physical specimen for a young dragon. Do you mind me asking, where did you come across him? What led to the circumstances of your pair bonding?
A lot of information. I found him up north. Up in the Frostfjords. Why should I trust you to let you know more?
This is entirely fair. I've given you no reason to trust me, but I suppose I am willing to answer any questions you do have, but know that we are an intentionally secluded society. It is easier for us to go about our work without the attention of... And she kind of nods gently towards the domed roof of St. Manaz's Basilica that's visible from here. A devout following.
Very well then. Fair enough. Question for a question?
I'll entertain that, certainly.
Oh. Are you implying there that you and the church don't get along? Or...
We occasionally have mutual goals in mind, but our order's dedication to Dragonkind predates their doctrine by some capacity. Where perhaps we might have been more aligned in the past, their ideology has somewhat shifted and transformed with society, while ours has stayed truer to the desires of dragons that exist within this plane.
We're not allies nor enemies. Right.
No. Certainly, I mean, the individual, the bishop, Bishop Curzon, was the one that brought you to our attention.
Well, answer your question. I witnessed the death of his mother. A brutal thing. Giant attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Group of giants attacked an old dragon. Large, proper, massive beast. Mutual destruction on both sides. With her dying breaths, she bestowed her egg to me. I carried it safely, and I've got him now.
That is saddening to hear. Dragons and giants animosity predates most civilization, so it is of no surprise. But deeply saddening to hear on the passing of a majestic beast. Although it seems to have found an individual capable of rearing its successor. It's a fascinating story. I assume, therefore, you've had no formal training in the rearing and bonding with a dragon.
I would with any other child, I suppose. Not really a beast. Bit of a mix. I've reared animals and I've reared children.
Then I think the dragon chose wisely and recognized another parent in a time of need. You have been, whether you like it or not, bestowed upon an incredible responsibility. I hope you understand that.
Aye, caring for a young life. No greater responsibility.
More so than that, if you'll excuse the inference of ignorance in the question, what do you understand of dragons and their role within Elvoria as a whole?
Powerful, deeply magical, intelligent creatures. They keep to themselves. I don't feel like I've not seen them have a role except for, occasional destruction of those who wrong them.
This is true. Dragons are capable of incredible displays of destructive power when they deem it necessary, and to some of a particular delineation, that is more often than mortal civilization would appreciate. Dragons have a responsibility to the material plane. They are, you say, incredibly powerful magical beings. It goes beyond that. They are intrinsically linked and tied to the material plane. Where you might claim that angels are of the heavens, devils are of the lower planes, dragons are of this one. It is our belief and understanding they were placed here to ensure the continuation and protection of Elvoria, above and shielding the mortal races such as ourselves. You, as bonded with Dek by the fallen dragon that you never got to speak with per se, are in no uncertain terms responsible for the continuation of that line and the rearing of a powerful being that protects the entirety of civilization.
You're making it sound like I've got obligations that me and Dirk have to do certain things.
Not. To some extent, yes. But it is an obligation to the dragon in your charge, specifically.
Dirk can do what he likes.
Indeed. I'm simply saying that it is your charge to ensure he gets to a point where he can fend for himself. and become the dragon he is always destined
All right.
to become.
My time for a question.
Certainly.
How and why do you keep yourself so secret? If you're charged with protecting civilization, why can't the civilization know about you?
There was a time, long before my induction into the Order, that was a thing. That's where the stories of the Dragon Knights and the Riders of Dragons and everything came from. As the Jadenite Church grew in popularity and power within these lands, they sought to absorb our order and make it an extension of their will. And that was not something that was deemed appropriate for us. So where I say that we are sometimes aligned, we are not aligned in all things. So we do our best to ensure the directives of Dragonkind, the nudges of Dragonkind, are done in subtle ways to ensure the people are protected from things that they do not need to know about. Does that answer your question?
I suppose. You may have a go.
What exactly is your plan? You don't seem like someone who appreciates and you said it yourself, the large audiences you seem to be gathering. And yet you confidently, shall we say, wander the streets with Dag, either at your side or as a steed.
Well, we're in town for a little while, collecting equipment and supplies, and then it's out on the road again. I think we're heading north a bit, and then down south, leaving the Empire for a while.
Perfectly fine. May I ask to what ends?
Deeds for friends.
Very well. Well, our order is a rare one, and to meet an individual bonded to a dragon in quite fascinating fashion in your case is not something for us to simply look past. Dragons rarely bond with mortals for no reason.
Alright, the last one from me then, because this might lead to further stuff. I'm not saying I'm against you. You've made your case. I might want to know more. Might want to contact you again. I've got friends, some of my allies back there that are also interested in Dragonkind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have, extra knowledge we might not find elsewhere? And if so, how do I contact you?
You say you're staying in the city for a little while? Yes?
Around a week or so.
I'll be around. If you can get in contact with your bishop friend, they can get a message to us. Another one of my compatriots, Hugin, is also in town. He also would appreciate a conversation with you, although he is more interested in your, let's say, physical capabilities in the demands of Dragonkind. I simply wanted to understand the person.
I should have said to my friends now. I've got a very important snail race to get to.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Balrick. May we meet again.
We shall see. And I'll return with my giant snail.
Yes, you return with
Don't
a snail
worry,
that has
you've
stayed
not
on your
missed
foot.
much. They've
Yeah,
only
I
just
think
come out.
as we walked, I would have moved it up to the shoulder.
So he comes back to Lesley being like, right, so he's got a racing stripe, as you can see here, in his shell, which is going to make sure that he's absolutely the fastest one, and you're all going to lose. At least I think it's a hit.
Lesley.
I'm very bad at sexing snails.
Lesley, I think you're doping.
Fun fact, Lesley.
I've been
Lesley,
called a
that's-
dope
giving-
many times, that is true.
Fun fact, Lesley, it's impossible to misgender a snail. They are totally hermaphroditic.
Ah, I was right.
It doesn't matter anyway, because here is the winner, and it's clearly just a slug that's got a stone balance on its back. I think you'll find this snail is the fastest of snails.
I've got a hermit crab.
Where'd you find a fucking hermit crab?
It's very confused as well. How did I
I
get
think-
here?
It's my secret power. I can get a hermit crab no matter where I am in the world.
That is true. That is a 7th level paladin ability.
Exactly.
I cast Find Steed, but it's only hermit crabs.
That's amazing.
Anyway, should we roll a d20 each and see whose snail is the fastest?
Yes,
Well, this
and
is-
Chris, you also get to roll a d4 for the efforts of finding the fastest snail.
This is Sail Shag. He's just a snail. Sail Shag. But that is
Just look up the name for snail in Gaelic. Right, come on, slug boy. I mean, snail boy.
1 minute, I need to listen.
Oh, he's a good snail.
It doesn't have a listing thing. It's spelled Sail Shag. Sail Shag.
Anyway, roll your dice. We've been on this bit for a long time.
I'll do
How
Lesley.
much we've got?
I would like to psychically scream at my snail to be quick.
Cool. Roll me a d4. If it's odd, it's a subtraction as it's scared. If it's even, it's an addition.
Can I persuade mine to be really fast?
That's
Your one's
two.
already said to you that he's the absolute fastest, and you believe him.
Who is added?
2 is added.
2 is added.
I just trust my snail. It's just going to do the job.
Before we race, Aderyn said there was a wager.
Yes.
How much?
How much you want to bet?
Loser buys dinner.
400 gold.
Let's go with the loser buys dinner.
Sick. All right, go.
Everyone roll a d20.
Go, snail.
Fuck yeah.
Not good. I add 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's still not good.
I'm very not good.
Right, we'll start with Lesley. Lesley Snail rolled a 7. Aderyn
I rolled a 7, but plus 2 is 9.
is a 9. Hugh.
18.
Balrick.
I think I got a big snail going like big as faster, right? And it's not. It's a really fat snail and it's just really slow. So I got 4 + 1 for 5.
Leslie's like, see, racing stripe.
Maybe mine gets too attached to me. Mine's like it goes on and it turns around and comes back.
You're just pair bonding with every creature.
Like, no, it sounds
Tauri.
like-
Well, I think,
I rolled a
Tauri, did
3.
you actually compete in this snail race?
No. I
Tauri
let
just got a
them
stone.
do all of. I didn't know. I didn't even get a stone. I literally just go. Why would I go and get a snail?
Ximori.
Ooh,
19.
fuck yeah.
So over to you guys. What does the snail race look like?
Deja vu. Da 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 da. It's like
Drifting
I'm, like,
around the
drifting
corner.
round corners. Like
Is it a recreation of the Pixar film Turbo?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Shot for shot remake.
Shot for shot
Yeah.
remake of
There's
Turbo.
a jump, and none of them do it. They go.
It's a very elaborate track that we've designed with like leaves and sticks.
Sorry. Actually, Turbo is a DreamWorks film.
Oh, I will be honest, I took a stab.
It felt wrong. It felt lower quality than Pixar.
Anyway,
When it,
we win.
when it goes off the jump and comes around the other side, the stone falls off the back of my slug and it gets a speed boost.
It's training weights. It's like,
And it's like, and it blocks the path, and the others have got to go around it. Anyway, I believe we said. I think all it matters is who loses. We said it. Loser buys dinner.
Which is Balrick.
Come on, Bankman.
I suppose. Not
I am feeling like steak tonight.
Actually, what happens
I
is
think
Balrick
steak
looks at everyone
and
else.
lobster.
Balrick looks at everyone else he was racing with and goes, "Even if I'd won, you'd have just have to borrow money, wouldn't you?"
I've got money.
I
I don't use the Bank of Balric. I'm a responsible person.
Anyway, I want my slobster. Steak lobster.
Well, it's lunchtime right now. Let's wait so that I can find ingredients to cook with rather than buy. Anyway, you're all having soup.
Let's. Long as mine's got steak and lobster in it.
I'll buy dinner. No, we're not going to McDonald's. We've got McDonald's at home.
Right, buys like the best steak, like marbling and everything, cuts it up and then puts it in a soup,
Tell you what, travel with Snails will have escargot.
boiled.
No.
Anyway,
That's what
Can we-
my mother used
can we
to
go
do.
and meet some spies?
We used to raise snails and then eat them.
We eat the weak ones to make sure only the fastest snails survive.
Gotta breed the fastest snails. Is there anything that anyone else would like to discuss while enjoying your picnic?
I briefly choke on an olive, then I remember I don't need to breathe and I'm fine.
Is Balric going to tell us about his encounter?
Not the only person with interesting
Leave it
information.
there.
Well, he does stop for a moment before we leave the picnic and does go, "Alright, so while I was out finding my snail, I took a little while. I assume you just thought I was, being very intense
Yeah.
on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aderyn, this will be especially of interest to you. I look around to make sure no one's listening. There's no one around. I feel like we took a quite private area, didn't we?
Yes.
Alright. Was approached. We're all getting secret people approaching us at the moment, secret societies.
Well, I'm glad you feel included.
Yeah. Have any of you? I think I'm looking at Tauri and Ximori here. Have either of you ever heard of the Custodians of Law, or maybe
Just-
Dragon Knights?
Slight pronunciation probably coming over this. It's the Custodians of Long, as in Chinese for dragon.
Oh, I heard Law. LOR.
Yeah, I thought
presume
I
I've
was
probably
looking back on
heard-
that moment. That's why I thought I'd correct you.
I presume I've probably heard stories of this at some point.
Again, they're really popular children's stories.
Yeah, Dragon Knights. Real popular thing. Riding on great big dragons.
I got a 0 for intelligence.
The memory might be there, but it's
Can I
Now,
roll
my favourite.
if I know that they're not just like stories, and if I actually have like any historical knowledge?
roll me a
on them?
history check. I will tell you now, the DC is very high.
I kind of expected that. Does
You
have
could
a business
definitely
jump
use
into my dice.
Now,
which
see,
is
my
not-
favourite one was always Teng Ji, because he was really good at, like, flying. He was the coolest.
Wait, they ride dragons and like they fight?
Yeah.
Like the
Well-
big dragons?
In the stories, yeah. They, rode on, the big dragons. And then there was this, big, evil wizard guy. And then he got burned to death. And also frozen to death. And also poisoned to death. And acided to death. And lightninged to death.
was a story of a blue one and a farm boy who was found naked.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Nogar. What's Aragon backwards? Nogare.
I'm personally a fan of the story of somebody who found like a little tiny like black dragon, and then they changed their village's whole view on dragons. It's called How to Train Your Worm.
How to educate your worm.
To educate your worm.
I'm trying to think of a Dragon Riders of Pern reference, and I'm not pulling it up.
Where you see there's this one who had they had their hair like all like curled up and stuff. There's the Dragon Rider of the Pen.
Wait,
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, Aderyn could also have inspiration for snail races. That was funny.
wait, Balrick, are you saying
Yeah, they might not be stories.
Say what?
I've heard rumours that they're a thing, but I've never seen any
There's a
written
yeah,
knowledge of proof.
I mean, I don't say any proof, but she knew lots of stuff. The woman approached me, and we chatted, and yeah, she said that I'm of interest to them because I'm, you know, not many accidental dragon riders out there.
if we go visit them, they'll have dragons?
Hey, a knowledge, I think.
Okay, then where are they?
She wasn't going to tell me. They're quite secretive. They don't, from what I can tell, they don't 100% follow church doctrine. So they're a little bit, you know.
Well, yeah, if they have dragons, they're smarter than that. Duh.
I know. So, we'd have to be subtle about meeting with them.
Okay,
Very frank.
okay.
But I
You can be subtle.
was told of a name. I can ask around about.
Okay, let's go.
I was told, well, no rush. No rush. This guy, he's called Hugin. I was told he's interested in assessing my physical capabilities as a rider. So I'm wondering if he's keeping tabs on me. Well, we've got our fight at the end of the week. Maybe he'll be there watching.
Maybe they're competing.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll only meet with us if you are
No.
good. Well, you don't know that.
It's either, well, they've already approached. They seemed interested. But either way, it seems like they want to, and I've told them I want information. We'll have to be careful about playing about who we're communing with and what we do, though, in the meantime, because they are Imperial, and, you know, we might be meeting with some anti-Imperials tonight.
Well, we can cancel that.
Oh, we'll go in. We'll see what's happening with the other guy. You know, we'll get our people to meet, and we want to learn more about Arquen's history, don't we?
Okay, but just in case I have to train.
I'll practice, don't worry.
Are you sure they didn't give you even a hint of where?
They keep hidden. We'll find out. Don't worry.
Aderyn is very excited. This is like huge.
Well, if there's nothing else, we will skip forward to that evening, where the community gathering of the Knights Compass is happening in the same room that it was happening at the Golden Moon about a week ago. Chris?
And I'm buying a round of food and drink for everyone in the room, apparently. So.
Yep.
Well, you're a snail loser. So
A snore loser.
Depending on how nice you're going, it's between 3 to 5 silver pieces per person.
because he is the
Well, no,
snoozer.
that's per day. That's per day. So it's between like 2 to 3 silver pieces per person.
No, we'll get like a full charcuterie platter for the entire meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's for the length of the meeting.
10 gold.
Wow. Sure.
That's 10 gold for food and drink for everyone at the meeting.
Yeah. The meeting itself has a bunch of people that none of you recognise, but they are just common folk from around the city. The conversation goes on. It is led. The meeting seems to be led by an orcish man with like a very kind of foppish hairstyle, like quite shaved down one side and then like floppy over to one side. Who is a very cheerful, endearing man who just kind of like navigates the meeting to allow people to talk about how they're feeling, issues that they've had come up. It's a lot of kind of quiet resentment about how things work and operate. Like people who were abused is the wrong word, but physically confronted by Scale Guard, where for no real reason, kind of police brutality style. People still bringing up the events, especially like the older lived ancestries, like your elves and dwarves and gnomes, bringing up the events of the Night of Purgatory and how they're still dealing with the trauma of that. And obviously, a lot of this conversation filters back round to people talking about hearing and seeing the presence of their lost ones around the city and how it is comforting to them to see and hear their voices once more. And people are kind of... It's slightly concerning to you based on the elements that you know that people seem to be somewhat bonding with these individuals. Or these spectres. But the talk goes on. You do notice Arquen, specifically with like the conversation. Koromar, Finian are all here. They're kind of spread out amongst the room, deliberately not like sitting next to each other, but engaging in genuine conversation with other people, like they're fully part of the group. And there is a dark-skinned gnome woman with kind of frizzy white-grey hair who is also sitting in the room and just kind of like observing everything that goes on, like quietly like knitting to herself as everything's going on.
Well, she's the knitting woman from the previous meeting I observed. Yes. Can I have cast detect magic before I went in, and obviously like every sort of 10 minutes just like, oh sorry, I just got to nip out, like just gonna keeping an eye out.
Yeah, certainly. Nothing particularly pings that you're not expecting.
Cool. Obviously, yeah. So, oh yes, I'm new to the city. I'm just, getting to know things. Was invited here. I'm just kind of waiting for the end of the meeting, which I know is like, yeah.
And if you're like engaging in like conversations, the orcish man kind of who introduces himself as Jojo to you, he's like, and if I may ask, since you are new here, we'd like to ask the first people to come on their first time. What brings you here to the Knight's Compass? What direction are you seeking from us? What can we help with?
I am seeking purpose, and I have always tried to do what is right for people. I'm hoping that, blessed as I am to have a strong body and I'm hoping to do good for people.
No, we appreciate everyone who can lend a hand around here. There's always people looking for a strong hand to help them rebuild or carry things that they're unable to carry themselves. So we thank you for coming here. Sorry, what was your name?
Arquen.
Arquen, thank you for coming. And kind of conversation spreads around. Eventually, the meeting kind of concludes. Few people mingle, just have after chats, and eventually it disperses throughout. The orcish man is one of the last to leave, except for the individuals to be involved in the Knights Compass. And it's not just Koromar and Finian. There's a couple of other individuals here of varying different ancestries, who all seem mostly like very capable individuals, but there's a few like Galhana is an elderly woman, but yes, and the door kind of shuts behind. Out of curiosity, are all of you here or just a subset of you? I'll say for this, Lesley has gone back to the casino.
Ximori is not.
You joined him at the casino?
I think Ximori's just gone for a walk.
Okay. You encounter some ghosts out on your walk, just for canon purposes.
Shit.
They don't attack you, they're just like spirits that you definitely perceive, that's all. But the other four of you are all there?
I was sitting at the back, but there.
So also down, and Koromar just like comes up to you, he's like, well, I don't think she quite likes you yet, but turn on the charm, yeah? Gohana, how are we doing tonight? And she just like looks up from her knitting, just like, I'd be better if you had more brain cells.
Laugh at this.
So, this is the individual you were telling me about. You didn't tell me he was bringing friends.
Other capable individuals.
We'll see. We'll see. So what issues do you have? I only want to understand what desire you have. What do you think needs fixing?
I think this empire is rotten. I think that it has existed for a long time. And I think a lot of things have piled up, have spread, and set in like a rot. And I think that, and I sort of have loosened my scarf, and it's like saying that I've got like, I think that in a time long past, I felt very strongly in this way, and I don't think that time, and I'm sort of like emphasizing time and kind of implying also hanging, has lessened these feelings.
Use a lot of words.
I'm verbose.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Sick. Ooh, nat 20.
I don't tend to like those who use a lot of words. I tend to be hiding things. But you're not wrong.
I'll let you ask any question you want. And I will also, and if you like, I can ensure that I will not lie. I have that ability, and it is very useful.
I know very well what you're talking of. More than capable of doing it myself, lad. But I believe in understanding someone myself. So, you say Coromir here says he knows you.
Of old.
What you used to?
I'll be honest. A lot of what I used to do is lost to me. I experience quite a lot of amnesia as a result of certain things that happened to me. I was a blacksmith. I believe. Apparently my mother was as well. And after that, I think I was... Well, I'm told, and I have some recollection of it, I was a... less of what you are and more of a gorilla.
Well, and what about the rest of you then? You who had come into a tight-knit group seeking to what? Help? Seeking to claim revenge? Why are you here?
Is Tauri here, by the way?
Yeah.
She's in the back.
I'm just making sure they don't get into trouble.
Trouble is what we do. Well, depends who you ask.
Trouble we can't handle, I think is what he means.
Do you do it well, though?
What do you mean by that, young lady?
Like, are you guys... Do you have a plan? Are you actually making things to make a change, or are you just making noise?
I think I like you.
Always a critic.
I don't get where I am now without being one. I don't know you enough to answer your question. But I haven't been here for the centuries I have without knowing that sometimes things take a little bit of time. Patience. Something you might want to learn in your young life.
We don't actually have a lot of time, but the time we do have, we would like to do things. You know, we don't like to just sit around while things are wrong.
Roll me a persuasion check.
With advantage. Because I'm helping, and I got a natural 20 on mine.
Your natural 20 has already been taken into account.
23.
She kind of just gives you a subtle nod and then turns her, like, imperious old lady of the South gaze to the cocksure silent one at the back of the room.
I would have
Silence is
joined
suspicious.
everyone else if they moved forward. I wouldn't stay apart from them. I was at the back when they were talking. But I'm at the back of the group.
Your silence is speaking volumes.
I let others talk first. Sometimes it's needed, sometimes it's not. Today I felt it was. I'm here to see what I suppose in some ways an independence group in the heart of this empire is like compared to those on the edges.
Do you care to elaborate on that rather than talking around things?
I know of one back from where I'm from. I was curious to see what, if any, differences there were.
Is that all? It is simply a bookkeeping experience for you. You
Well,
writing a
it's-
book on rebellions?
Well, no, because that would get the rebellions killed in short order if I wouldn't it.
Then what are you doing? Why are you here?
Seeing if it's actually worth my time to help you out.
Here's the wonderful thing, dearie. I don't actually have need of any of you. I'm simply doing a favour for Koromar here. And if you are unsure of your convictions, that's how people end up getting captured, caught, in trouble, because they're not fully committed to the acts we are trying to do and the change we're trying to enable. So what is it? Are you committed? Or are you unsure?
I mean, the fact that some of your runes decided to possibly bring ghosts and spirits through is slightly questionable.
I did hear about this. Finian did mention something about the symbology that everyone has been using to communicate with each other, yes. To the uneducated, celestial and abyssal can look very similar. And so perhaps, maybe to your eyes, it is understandable if you thought ill of our scripture, for lack of a better term.
Your one challenge with that is I am not uneducated, and I can read both.
But really, you dare to suggest that I am providing these fellows with what is demonic scripture?
You're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say you were. I said that some of your runes could have caused it through inaccuracies.
It
I
is
didn't
not
say
my
you were
fault
the
if
one
I'm
doing
dealing
it.
with those of less technical writing ability. She looks at Koromar.
They're part of your group. They are
Yes.
affiliated with you.
Indeed, but it's not my fault they can't necessarily write things properly, now is it?
You shouldn't give them the means to possibly create these portals accidentally if you don't trust them to write properly.
If it is of an issue to you, darling, there is the door. I don't need you, and if you are affronted by the language that we are using to simply mark places that are useful to us, please leave.
The affront isn't with the use of the language in particular, it's the fact that you could have involved spirits and therefore brought further issue down on your heads because of it.
Please roll me an intimidation check at disadvantage.
So that is a 19 and a 14 on the die. So intimidation, 21.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought your charisma was a +5. It sounds like you're making a threat, darling.
Hell no. No.
You seem to
threat.
threaten about dangers coming down on our heads.
Oh, that was a possible warning. I promise you, there was no threat intended because I do not want to be involved in it myself. Who would?
So, what is it?
I remain interested and nearly convinced. I approve of the want and of the end result. I don't necessarily fully trust the people you have, though.
And what end result is that you believe we are working towards?
Not necessarily the downfall of the Empire as a whole, but of at the very least bringing more power back to the people, if not most of it.
You're talking of a grand revolution. I seek only to, and those of us here, to get some justice for those who have gone without it for too long.
So it's just noise. Got it.
Intentional noise.
It sounds like just noise.
Perhaps maybe if you all prove yourselves, you'll be included a little more in the planning.
I did mention that we are leaving soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are burnable. You understand? Like, we are leaving, therefore you can use us for something where we then leave, so it doesn't tie back. You did hear that.
And what do I know? What confidence do I have that you're all not here to simply mail us in to the Scale Guard?
I will point
Your
out
flippant, the two of you seemingly flippant nature of the seriousness of our efforts don't seem to be...
I mean, I will point out that Arquen has the ability for us to be forced to tell the truth.
I will also apologize on behalf of my compatriots. They are very motivated and very capable, but new to this sort of organization.
Well,
I'm sure you remember when you were a young firebrand.
I was never such thing, but you flatter me thinking I was. What I don't seem to understand from the lot of you is amongst the four of you, we have one who seems to say they are from this land, bearing old grudges they don't remember. You, I understand, Arquen, why you're here. We have one who has spoken very little, but garners much reputation within the city. Positive reputation, I might add. One who I don't quite seem to understand their intentions, but seems relatively earnest within them, but definitely not from this empire, and so's reason for disdain is an enigma that I don't quite understand. And another who does claim to be here and yet swings from intrigue in the efforts of revolution and then affronted that there is an element of messiness to it. I need to make sure, and everyone here needs to be sure, that we can trust you. So what is it that each of you wishes to see changed most within this empire? And I trust you all to answer truthfully. And I would like everyone to make a charisma saving throw.
I'll elect to fail.
Okay? You can choose to fail if you wish.
Are we able to work out what
I
it's
wasn't
for?
failing that any other way.
I think you can fairly easily pick up this is a Zone of Truth spell.
Based on what I said, I will also choose to fail.
Aderyn?
16.
16. Failure anyway.
Oh, wow.
Close, I will say close. But it's a failure. So you all feel the subtle effects of a Zone of Truth take over you. You're not compelled to talk, but you cannot tell a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And she has explicitly asked you to... Why would you join this group? What about the Empire do you seek to change that has affected you drastically?
Who's going first?
Wants to start.
I seek that ceases expansionism It doesn't belong in the north. It doesn't belong anywhere else outside its lands. It has its lands. It should keep them.
Genuine.
Because they trample over history of places they integrate, forcing them to fit a mold that maybe they shouldn't. Forcing them to forget their old gods and their old ways.
I think I see you a little clearer now.
I just think the Empire doesn't run properly. My blood boils with rage at the thought of what the castigators are doing. I mean, where I'm from, magic is just magic. People have magic, that's fine. Here, they just kill them off, they torture them. That makes no sense when the castigators use magic themselves, and some people get certificates, so you can use magic because you have a little certificate that says so. That is just not fair. It's not fair. Who decides what magic is good and which magic is bad? You see my point?
10 minutes later.
Leads away very slowly.
It goes on like a whole rant.
I would like anyone that isn't Aderyn to roll me an insight check at that moment.
Wait, Aderyn doesn't say she's magic. Don't make strong hints.
But where she's from, magic is a thing. So she's come here and is like, what is this place? This is wrong.
My insight is +2, so 21.
Sorry, Arquen?
21.
21.
13.
13. Tauri?
27.
27. I'll touch on that in a second, but I'll do that. Arquen.
I don't remember a huge amount about my previous life, but I remember a great rage, and I remember losing a lot, and then more and more, and I remember the unfairness of it all. But like, why is this happening to us? Why is this happening to me? Wondering what I can do about it. Wondering how I can stop it from happening. And I remember the bitterness I felt when I encountered those who took and took and took from people who couldn't stand up again for it.
I think I see you all a little clearer now. Tauri and Arquen, in those kind of moments, there's two particular things you pick up on. One, you see her, like, the look that she gives Arquen as Arquen's like talking about this like injustice of it all. That's the thing that she connects onto. But there's also a very subtle thing that you also pick up on during Aderyn's rant, where Aderyn starts talking about the castigators, where there is just the faintest like muscle twitch in the cheek of someone just responding to a thing in a very tense way.
We're not a very big fan of the castigators. Well, I don't know. It's not my truth to tell. It is, but it's not. It is, but it's not. It's all about us.
Castigators have long overreached their purpose, and they could do with being reminded of that and of those responsible for the most heinous acts of their order being made culpable. Well, I think before we properly bring you on board, you will need to prove that you're useful and good at what you do. So, Finian, go take them to handle that change of schedules. See if they can do a simple task for us. And if they can, excellent. We'll find some other things for them to do. Finian kind of hops up off the table he was sitting in. Koromar goes to stand up and Finian like puts him down and is like, leave this one up to me, mate. And Koromar's like, alright, well, good luck. Finian leads you off elsewhere into the city. And takes you up to a Scale Guard fort in the center of town, like a hub for Scale Guards. Basically, he turns to you like, pretty simple. You need to get this, and he hands you a bunch of paperwork that is very clearly like a guard shift for Scale Guard onto the captain's desk. And tonight, good luck. So, you kind of see this Scale Guard fort. You can see there are a number of Scale Guard patrolling around it. I need one of you to make a perception or investigation check.
I'll do perception. 27. 27.
You kind of take a look around. You're still hiding in the dark, and you begin to like just map out their routes around the fort and figure out their sight lines, full on hitman vision. You think you can figure out a gap in their patrols to enable you to get inside. What do you want to do?
We're all here, yeah.
Well, I assume it's just the four of you.
Yeah. All of us that were doing the thing.
Yeah.
Daytime? Yeah?
Nighttime. Middle of the night.
Nighttime. Near a fort. Trying to break into the fort to get... So, what was
No,
it?
we're swapping the papers over.
Swapping the papers.
I think we send the people who can actually, stealth. Are you in armor or not?
Have you got Pass Without Trace?
I can get us in.
Okay.
Let's get your armor. Are you wearing
I'm
armor?
not wearing no.
Okay. Let's just make sure we're all covered. I'll mask everyone up. I'll put mud on everyone's faces and give us all.
Nice.
Cool. In that case, I need the four of you to roll me stealth checks.
Before I'm
lead the way.
also going to give everyone else, because I can't give it to myself.
I want to relay on the watch out messages, communication, stuff.
Who is the least stealthy? Is it Arquen still?
Me.
Hold on. Can we just check what Bryn's doing?
Yeah, everyone gets a bardic.
A bardic. Thank you.
Can I give myself disadvantage to give Arquen advantage? I mean, plus 10 is nice anyway, but...
Yeah, sure. For the sake of brevity. Stealth checks. Aderyn.
No.
With a plus 10.
That is plus 10. Good, 20.
20.
28.
28. Balrick.
I rolled a 3 for a 24.
And Tauri.
I rolled a 15 for a total of 27.
27.
Plus 21.
All above 20, which was the DC you needed, as you successfully, with the timing of Arquen, managed to just slip through under the shadow of night. Just as a guard patrol comes round the corner, their torches lighting up the shadows that are following you in. You dive inside. Fortunately, inside the fort, relatively empty. It's just the patrols on the outside to make sure prisoners don't escape and people don't get in. I need one of you that isn't Arquen to make a survival or investigation check to navigate your way through the halls without being spotted.
If it's alright, I will do the leading. This is literally my specialism. Balrick's I've got this. I've infiltrated camps before and stuff, and I can do this. That's a 27.
27. You begin to just follow. You like very clearly like this place is not that hard to navigate around. It's relatively obvious. Like jail cells are going to be down there. Break room's going to be there. Office is going to be up a couple of floors. You go bouncing up a couple of floors. Here and there, you need to dive into a room because someone is like pulling a late shift and like heading down the stairs. You can just dive in. You head up and eventually get to the captain's room. The door is locked into the captain's room.
Is there a window?
There is not. It's a solid wooden door that just reads captain on it.
I mean, it's like, can I climb around and find a window?
So you want to try and climb outside right now?
Yeah.
For the moment, let's see if there's other ways through the door. It's just a door. Aderyn?
Is there anybody inside? Do you think?
Roll me a perception check.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to get Bella down.
Are you going to lean? Aderyn leans against
18. 22.
22. You take a listen up to the door. You can't hear any noises coming from inside.
Balrick,
What's your plan?
do you think the door is unlocked from the inside?
Maybe. It might just be a keyhole sort of thing if you have a key. Why?
Because I've got I could try the door from the inside.
What do you mean you could try the door from the inside?
Can I mage hand?
So you look through the keyhole to conjure a mage hand to the other side, yeah?
Yep.
That's a good point. Keyhole.
Yeah, if there's a keyhole.
I can just get in and out.
I just like try the door with my mage hand.
Make me a charisma check for the manipulability of your mage hand.
You've got inspiration.
19 plus
5
4.
or 4. Yeah, you kind of like mage hand on the inside, and you do find that it does have a twisting bolt. It's got a key lock as well, but it does have a bolt on the inside that can be used to lock and unlock. And door opens.
Can I pause a moment? Did Arquen say out loud he could just get through the keyhole?
Yeah.
How?
I can go to anywhere I can see.
If you can see,
How do you do that?
I'll show you later. Let's get this.
you step inside, shutting the door behind you. You see the currently planned routes and schedules for the scale guard on the desk, sitting there, and a bunch of filing cabinets, a large desk, and a chair here. There is a window off to the side as well, a large wardrobe that you assume like contains like jackets and armor and that kind of thing to one side. What do you want to do?
Someone keep an eye on the door. I will just swap over the papers. That's it. That's what we're going to do.
In that moment, as you do that, as a Balrick, you're keeping an eye on the door, you begin to hear footsteps outside the door.
Don't grab anything else. Get it done out the window.
Yeah.
You'll go sprinting for the window. I need you all to make dexterity checks.
Can I... Is it within 30 feet?
Yeah, you can just misty step out the window if you want.
Cool. I'll go last.
I do need you still to roll a dexterity check. This is essentially initiative in this moment.
Okay.
I got a
I'll use
19.
I'll use my inspiration on that.
Sure. You have inspiration and bardic if you need, Aderyn.
As in Bardic.
Oh yeah, Bardic.
24.
And
24, 19 from Tauri.
I got a 19 because of the 8 on the Bardic inspiration.
19, let's roll for... Okay. And Aderyn?
10 thanks to inspiration and the Bardic. Who was on that one before? So.
Can I whisper, just as we hear them approaching, lock the door?
I'm assuming that you kind of locked the door behind you anyway, so that's fine, because it was the state that you found it in. You're not that dumb. You all go running for it. The door, you hear a key enter the door, unlocking. You're all sprinting over to the window. Whoosh, open. Balrick out. Tauri out. Arquen, you're like, I'm going to go last. You see Aderyn trip and stumble, catching a foot on the desk. The desk shifts out from the position it was as she is running for the door. You hear the door unlock and begin to open.
As in, is she out of the window? Or...
She's not out of the window. She's still working her way out the window.
I couldn't miss it if given the chance.
Do you Misty Step?
No, I'm gonna just grab her and jump out the window.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. This is athletics against the guard captain who's come back for a late shift's perception, essentially. Terrible.
25.
25. You see Aderyn like stumble and like her dress kind of like gets caught and she's like hiking up to try and like get out the door, and you literally just crash tackle her out the window. I need everyone who jumped out the window to make me acrobatics checks to try and athletics or acrobatics to get their way down, because you are currently 2 stories up.
Not 20.
That's right. You go out, you like grab onto the window ledge and then just like scout down and Misty Step down. The 2 of you, I assume, in that moment. Aderyn, you're fine. You don't need to roll this. You're in the large muscular
That
arms.
was a 5.
You do get a mild concussion from like your head hitting the window frame on the way out as you're rugby tackled out of it.
I'm not wearing the right attire. It's fine.
Balrick and Tauri?
Using the bardic, I get a 19.
19. You successfully manage to like catch a ledge and then like navigate your way down. Again, using the patrols and get your way out. Tauri?
I get a 14.
14. Do you want to fall or be spotted?
I'm going to fall and then cast Dimension Door as I fall.
Okay, that will negate the damage. As you like start, like your grip on the window frame is tenuous and it begins to slip, and you just in that moment go and just teleport, and you appear next to Finian, who's just like waiting around the corner like a rendezvous for you all. You'll eventually.
I purposely don't appear next to him because I don't know if he knows I have magic yet, like that. So I'll appear kind of somewhere else. See, but within visible range to see where they're going, and then join up with them before we all get back.
Arquen?
What?
You raised your hand, that was all. I just wanted to make sure.
No, I was indicating that you appeared behind him.
Gotcha, I was just making sure. Pass without trace, still up from Balrick. Easy enough to stealth past through, catch up with those who Misty Step, meet up with Tauri, and you meet back up with Finian. You all kind of like turn back up, a little bit roughed up from like diving out the window and everything like that, but otherwise fairly presentable. Just like, that was great. Expected the out to be a bit harder.
Nah, easy, yo.
Right then, you switched it? You got the old ones? Fine. I still don't like any of you.
You don't have to.
We'll be around for the next one. It's like, and in that moment, as so Finian heads off, and in that moment, this is a decent place for us to stop, as we will kind of pull the camera out, as you all kind of like fan out and like go off in pairs and loop back round to the golden moon in case anyone is watching you. A night's work well done, and promise of some other missions down the line. We will pick up our story next time. Until then, see you later.